See, they still don't fit. No, they still don't fit. Like the corners are still dented here. Still doesn't fit, right? Ah, that is such a shame. Hey everyone, this is Deckers, and today I'm unboxing Maximum Apocalypse Wasted Wilds. This is like a standalone expansion for Maximum Apocalypse, and also I have the expansions Time Traveler, Allies of the Rapture, and The Few and Cursed. I will unbox all of that today. Gonna be interesting to see gonna be interested to see what's in here, because this box is like very small. The other Maximum Apocalypse game, like the Legendary Edition that I have, it's like a much larger box. I think it's like twice as large. So it's I didn't know that it was that small. So that's kind of cool to see. So I'm a huge fan of Maximum Apocalypse. I haven't played it very often yet, but for what I have played so far, I really like it. So it was clear to me I had to get the expansions here as well. So I have like the entire experience, so to speak, right? So looking forward to that. But before we get started, as usual, grab yourself a cup of tea and let's go. Oh yeah, that's how I start the morning, because yeah, it's actually quite early in the morning, Sunday morning. I just couldn't sleep anymore, and I thought about it. You know what? I wanted to take a look at this anyway. I want to sleeve it because I'm also sleeving Maximum Apocalypse at the moment. Lots of cards to sleeve, by the way. I thought, you know what? Let me do the unboxing, and then I can start my Sunday after the unboxing with like sleeving everything. All right, I will put these to the side for now. Let me just put them over here. And then we'll take a look at this. So, Maximum Apocalypse is a game for 1, 2, 4 players. Oops, oh, you can't see it. There, 1 to 4 players, 45 to 90 minutes, and 14 and up regarding age. But 1 to 4 players. I think the original Maximum Apocalypse is for more players, I think. I think it was up to 6, if I'm not mistaken. So, I guess this one is only for 4 players, but I suppose that you can also, you can integrate everything of that in the main Legendary Edition, and then you can just play with 6 players as well. Alright, so this is the continuation of the roguelike game series. So we have mission logbooks with missions. Oh, okay. So don't we don't seem to have like these little scenario cards anymore. That's a shame. Well, that's really a shame. I like these small mission cards. And then yeah, we have like a new dashboard here. And this, I think, for the time, for the day and night cycle. There also is a day and night cycle in the Legendary Edition, like in the prior installment of the game. But there isn't like this board. So okay, very cool. And then here we have like new heroes or new characters here, and also of course new apocalypses. So new enemies, right? Okay, very cool. So essentially, this is like a solo and cooperative survival game, exploration game, where you like uncover a map and you're trying to look for a certain objective. Usually, the objective is to find enough fuel and then escape to the van. At least that was the case in the prior installment. I don't know how it looks like here. And I really like this because you have like loads of different enemies, you have lots of different characters, you just have lots of different stuff that you can combine with one another. It's like a lot of variety, and now with both versions, even more. All right, stop, read this before doing anything else. Okay, so this means okay. You can set aside these 3 booklets for now: the Learn to Play Guide, Mission Log, and Supplemental Mission Log. Okay. You will see a punch board full of tokens. Okay, it just like tells you like how everything is assembled. This is interesting. We have like more of these resource trays. We also have these in the other version of the game, and the resources look the same. So I can probably just like fill a few of those in the other tray and then just combine them. Miniatures tray, very cool. We have a new scavenge tray. I have the hope that the scavenge tray is a little bit bigger, like that the cards, the indent here are bigger, because the issue is when you sleeve the game, you can sleeve that's fine, but for the scavenge tray, if you sleeve those, they don't fit anymore. I hope they fix this here. I hope so. If not, the scavenge tray is almost useless. But let's see, because the scavenge tray is very cool. Because this game is very cool, but one thing is, in order to you can like the setting up the missions is takes quite a bit of time, because you need to find the right tiles, you need to find all the right cards and put them in scavenge decks. So it can take like 10 to 15 minutes at least. Right? What you can do is when you like finish playing a game, you say like, okay, next time I want to play mission whatever, like a specific mission, you can prepare the mission at some point, right? And can put everything in here in the tray, and then when you want to play this game, you can just take this tray, open it up, and take everything out. That is like really cool, but I don't know if they fit now. Let's see. Okay, so we have several things here. We have the Learn to Play guide. Very cool. Did we have a Learn to Play guide in the other version? I don't think so. So that is cool. Okay, very nice. And because like the original rules weren't that amazing either, and I think they changed it a little bit. Solo mode, Allied expansion. Okay, so I already see that most of the things are the same or at least similar, which is good because I already know how to play the main game. Very, very good. Okay, cool. Then here we have the mission log. I don't want to spoil too much, but let's just see. Mission 9, 7. Okay, there are quite a lot of missions again. Very good. But it's kind of a shame that there aren't like cards anymore. In the other version, you had like cards that were the missions, right? So that was a little bit cooler. And then you supplemental mission log. Oh, even more missions. Wait. Oh, these are the old missions from the old version. That means I don't need the mission cards anymore. Okay. Well, actually, it's not too bad. If like a mission is on 1 or 2 pages, it's also fine without the cards. Actually, I have more room than in the trays for the cards, right? So maybe it's not too bad. All right. So then let's continue. So here we have the punch boards, like all the cardboard stuff. Let's just take this out of the bag here. So, oh, something just fell down, like the little home icon. I have no idea what that is because the home tile that wasn't part of the original game. It's like very, very small. This is like the tray for the 3 scavenge decks. It's a little bit smaller, I think, as well. Not mistaken. And then here we have the day and night cycle. I don't know what tribe cards are, but here you put your day cards and you put it here for the night cards, and like several things happen. I haven't played with that module yet, but I have read about it, and it looks like pretty cool. Very nice, yeah. Oh, there's a little bit. Yeah, it's a little bit bendable, but it's fine if you don't like bend it with pure force. It's fine. Then here we have the standees for the characters, but of course we also have miniatures, right? There are like 3 missing. Ah, that's probably because of the expansions, I suppose. Yeah, very, very cool. There are the home icons. And then here we have like all the damage markers and stuff. So very, very cool. And like, yeah, these are like totally fine, right? They feel fine. They are thick enough. They're double-sided, of course. So everything is good here. Alrighty. So, this year, these are usually for like dials and stuff, but I only have seen the dial here for the day and night cycle. So I don't know why there are so many in here. Maybe there's something else that we can like put dials on. And what's really cool is because this is actually like the crowdfunding edition. I don't know if there's a retail edition as well, but it's really cool that now in this version, you didn't have that in the legendary one. You also have these rings here, right? So you can just put your color on there and you immediately see your survivor on the map. For a solo gamer like me, it's not very important, but I also want to play this with other people, so that is very, very cool. All right, let's take a look at the survivors here. So here we have like these rings. I guess they are not are they made from rubber or plastic? Probably plastic, I think, right? Rubber. Yeah, I can already hear it. But that's black. That's good. Yeah, these are just plastic. Hard plastic. Let's see how they fit. So we have like this guy here with the little knife. Let's just put this on here. Yeah, it fits all right. Yeah, it works. Fits definitely. That's good. You need to be a little bit careful with the miniature, of course, but they're pretty sturdy, so that's fine. Very cool. Like we have this guy with the knife here. Then we have somebody with a chainsaw. It almost looks like a kind of a beekeeper hat, right? Okay, interesting. And then here we have someone with a small gun and a helmet. So maybe like a motorcycle, like some motorcycle lady. And here we have someone with like a very small gun. All right, and a backpack, maybe like some kind of adventurer. I think there already is the adventurer character in the base game, so this must be something else. Here's somebody with a sledgehammer. Yeah, okay. All right. Very cool. I don't know what you put in here. Oh, no. I don't know what you put in here. Almost looks like a sand timer, but I don't know. Oops. Actually, you know what? Let me take them all out, put them in like this. I don't really need the baggie anymore. I will put this at the bottom of the insert as usual. Okay, so let's close this up and take a look at the next stuff. That's really cool. Yeah, they gave all these trays. Oh, this one's actually a little bit loose, I think. Oh, yeah, okay. And then you have like this is like the scavenge deck tray, and this is like what I mean, because this is really cool. Because here you see like there are like two like always like two compartments per party per compartment, right? You have like always like this one here where you can put in the tiles. You will see those down there someplace, and then on top you can put these scavenge decks. You can like prepare missions like that, right? You don't leave them in there for the mission. You take them out and then you can set it up. But like really cool for preparing. But the thing is, this is different as well, because now the cards are actually they're actually now a little bit, no, they're not like lying flat on there, but they actually lie on here, so you can take them out easier. That is good. Let me just get a sleeved card from the other game to see if they fit better now. So I just took one card of the adventurer from the other game. So let's just see. So they fit. Oh, well, since it's not, well, they kind of fit. Not perfectly, but the thing is, they need to fit in here. And this is like where we had the issue. No, see, they still don't fit. No, they still don't fit. Like the corners are still dented here. Still doesn't fit, right? Ah, that is such a shame. So this means like this tray is like completely, well, it's not useless, but this means that I can't sleeve the scavenge decks, like the cards. That's really bad. And yeah, you could also do it with tight fit sleeves, but I tried that as well with the other version at least, and this still doesn't work, right? Like these are not completely tight fit, as you can see, right? They have like a little bit of room here on the edges, but still, even if it takes tight sleeves, it doesn't work. So that really is a shame, because like, yeah, I can still do it. I just can't sleeve the cards, but that's the way it is, I suppose. And then here we have like another resource tray. This is like where you put like in all the resources from the that you have here, right? Like you see like all of these resources that we will take a look at in just a moment, and also the copper tokens we just saw. So, all right, very cool. All right, that's what we need the other dials for here. These dials here, because we have like these dials for the characters for the health, right? I forgot about that. Ah, I'm so annoyed that you can't like sleeve the scavenge decks. Ah, that's so annoying. All right, so these are just the dials. All right, we need to find the actual cardboard thingies. Also, I don't know where they are. Well, we'll find them in just a moment. But this is like for the health, right? So, okay. So let's put all of this back in for now. Give me just a moment. And now I shut the camera. Well, things happen, right? So, okay. Come on. Go back in here. Go back in. There we go. All right. And this is cool because we have like lots of cool wooden tokens. These were already part of the base game. So I would just put a few more in here. So here, like these are ammo tokens, right? You put those on the weapons that you have, like the weapon cards you have. And then you can just use the weapons, right? Whenever the ammo is empty, you need to refill it. And that's by finding like ammo. So essentially, this is like mainly a card-driven game. You have like tiles, you're exploring like a part of the city. And you have like these tiles there that you explore. And you can also like scavenge, like look for items. And then you can like find like cards, right? You just draw cards from your deck and see like what you get, and each character has their own deck, which is pretty cool. And then you can also find ammo, right? And that's important because that means you can reload your weapons. Then here we have like these stars. I don't quite know what these are for, but I guess these are maybe for objectives, because you see like ABC here, right? So I guess these are just just for specific objectives. We have some black dice. These are not anything special. You have like the large dice here. These are for like spawning monsters at the beginning of your turn. And the small dice are your hunger dice, because each round you're getting more hungry and you start to lose health as soon as it's on 6, right? So you also need to eat, like find food and eat it. Then here, these are the monster spawn tokens, or the monster tokens. Like whenever you like roll a number that is on one of the tiles that are face up, then you need to put like a monster token on there. It means whenever you enter the tile, if you don't pass the stealth check, you actually need to attach the monster to you. That means like draw a monster card and put it in front of you, and then you have a monster you need to fight. Then here, these are the fuel tokens. These are for fuel-based weapons, mainly. I don't know if there are also other uses for those. These are really cool. These are really amazing tokens. These are great. Yeah, they're like flamethrowers and things like that, right? Where you need like these fuel tokens. Then here, I don't know what these are. These are new, I think. I don't know these tokens. Give me just a moment to open that up. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what these are, like 2 people. One of them has like a rifle. The one in the back. I don't know what that is. Maybe you can recruit people. I don't know. Maybe it's for the missions. And here, oh, these look pretty cool. These are like small barricades on the street. Oh, these are really cool. These are this neon yellow kind of thing. These look very cool, very, very bright. And then here we have just there's a few bases for the standees, but I mean, we will be using the miniatures, of course, right? All right, so, and then we have like more stuff here. Let me just put my adventurer card aside. Ah, it's such a shame that it doesn't fit here. So at least it fits here, but this doesn't matter because you can put it in there. I don't know why they didn't do it. They couldn't. They could have done it, right? I mean, there is enough room. They easily could have done that. I don't know why they didn't. All right, so let's see. So let's start with these small cards here. These are actually new. Oh, it looks like, okay, so in the old version, what I have is either you roll, you can like roll the dice to spawn monsters, right? But also there's like a bag with like tokens you can pull from in order to spawn monsters, right? Like 2 different ways of spawning monsters, which is cool. And it almost looks like there's a third one now because I'm really too stupid to open this pack of cards. You gotta be kidding me. That is annoying. All right. So, and this looks like, yeah, this is like, it looks like this is another spawn deck, right? So, as I said, you have like tiles, face up and face down. Like the ones you explore, then I'll put like face up, and they have like numbers in the top right. And you roll the die or pull tokens from a bag or whatever. And whenever there is like the same number on these, like a tile with the same number that you just rolled or drew or whatever, then you put like a monster token on there, right? And it seems like you also now have a deck of cards that does that, which is very interesting. Oh, and also, oh no, and also things that make it even harder. Okay, that is pretty cool. Okay, that is pretty cool. So I guess you don't need the monster die anymore, right? I guess. But okay, very, very cool. This is very interesting. I like this. And like the card quality is really good. So, it's pretty good. So you actually don't really have to sleeve them, right? So I will sleeve everything except like the resource decks because I can't. Okay. I mean, I've already sleeved the base game, right? Like the legendary edition, I mean, except for like these scavenge cards, and I still will not be able to sleeve them. This really is a shame. Okay, and then here we have something else. Hypothermia, frost nip, frostbite, heat rash, sunburn. So I guess we now also have status conditions. Melted gear, fever, sunburn, fever, nausea, infected. Okay, very cool. Yeah, but I still like the art style, like in the old game, right? Everything like this, this comic style, but a very good one. All right, then here we have the tiles. These are the tiles that you actually explore. Let me just open this up. So yeah, there we go. These are like the tiles. So each mission tells you like which tiles to take from the pile, and then you just shuffle them up and put them like in a random order in a specific pattern on the table in a specific layout. But sometimes it also tells you that like specific ones you put up in specific positions, right? You have the van. The van is actually the one where you usually start. And then I see here, these are actually similar to the ones. Oh yeah, shelter, bandit camp, these also exist in the other version. These are the same. Mountains, desert, I'm not quite sure. Farm, it exists as well. Police station. Okay, these, like, most of them exist. So I don't know if there are any... Oops, no, I dropped everything. You can't see it, but, oh, believe me. No, well, that's the way it is. Factory, Badlands. Yeah, most of them are the same. That means, I don't know, maybe I don't even need the new ones. Or I don't need the old ones anymore, right? I don't know what changed there. But I guess like the rules will tell me. If not, I can probably look online. But very cool. Okay. Then let me put all of these back in here. Also these. And like all the tiles that I dropped here. Let me put them all in here for now. Okay. Then here I guess we have like the main cardboard tokens for the dials. Let me just open this up. Yeah, there we go. Like this is like where you put like these dials, like the health dials in here that we just saw, right? For the different Yeah, for different players, right? There are 6 in here again, although you can only play it with up to 4. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, very cool. Yeah, very nice. These look good. Okay, so and then we have like all types of cards. I don't think we need to take a look at all of the cards, right? Let's take a look at a few so you kind of get an idea how they look like. But we don't need to take a look at all of them. So here we have these are the day and night card. Yeah, these are the day and night cards. And you like turn them over when it's night, I think, and then things happen, right? They're like specific effects that then trigger. In the Legendary Edition, you don't have to play with them, but you can. I don't know how it's here. I mean, here we have like a complete board for that, so we might have to play with them as well. These are the Scavenge cards here, right, with that icon, and these are the ones I can't sleeve because they go in the tray. Or I just ditch the tray, right? But I don't really want to ditch it. Maybe I can find some like really, really tight fit sleeves. But you see, these fit pretty much exactly. You would have to fit like, oh, these would be like really tight fit, right? Especially in here. Like the here on top it works, but especially in here, right? So see, almost no room here, right? Almost no room. I mean, a little bit. Maybe I can find some. Maybe I can find some matte tight fit sleeves that do fit in here, right? Then this would be a different brand than the ones I'm using, but that wouldn't be horrible. So maybe I can do that. I don't know. If you have an idea, if you own the game and you know how you solve that, let me know, please. Just tell me the brands that you're using, right? Maybe that's gonna help. Then here, like these are like the scavenge cards. So if you're on a tile, you can like scavenge, all right? And you need to either take from the red, green, or blue deck, depending on which kind of tile you're on. Then you draw like a card from the scavenge deck, and that's like what you find, right? There's things like food because you said, as I said, right? You have hunger, a hunger meter, and you need to like eat. Then medical supplies, and then fuel, which is like the most important thing because that's usually the objective. And then like things like yeah, like ammunition and all kinds of things, antidotes and things like that, right? So like the main weapons and stuff are like part of your character decks, but these are like things that you need like outside of that, like food, ammunition, yeah, things like that. Then here we have like one of the monster decks, or like a few of the monsters. Let's just see. Let me just open this up. And like these monsters, like these decks are called apocalypses, right? And these have like a theme, right? So they can be, I don't know, they can be like zombies or dinosaurs or bugs or whatever you have, right? Depending on which versions you have, which expansions you have. And this one here, I don't know. Let me just see if we can find something. Spores. Yeah, that is something. For example, spores, uprooted. So I guess there's like a plant-based apocalypse deck. Seedling, bark being, right? And moloid. I don't know what that is. That is like some alien, some kind of alien stuff. I'm not quite sure. Moloch, hound. So right in here it's like a nature kind of thing, like wolf and elk and bear. So these are all like different like monster decks, right? Which is pretty cool. And you see that like in the bottom here, in the bottom right, P is for I guess plant. I'm not quite sure. U, I don't know. Then it's not alien. Maybe it's like underworld. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But right, these are the different like of these monster decks, which is pretty cool. There's more monster decks. We don't need to open all of those. Let us just open maybe one of those here because these are like the character decks. You can also like see like how these look like. And I was right with Beekeeper. It is Beekeeper actually. By the way, have you watched the movie Beekeeper with Jason Statham? I keep hearing it's a really, really bad movie, but quite a lot of people actually like the movie just because it is so bad. I haven't watched it. I don't know. If you have watched it and you think it's like funny and like bad enough that it's funny again, let me know. I might watch it actually. Beekeeper hat, chainsaw. That's like the Beekeeper deck, right? So you have like your deck. You shuffle it up, put it like face down, and whenever, like at the beginning of each turn, you can draw one card from here, right? And then you get like your stuff. Beekeeper hat, chainsaw, wood chipper, fumigator, bees. So things like that, right? Fennec fox. Oh, that is cute. So yeah, this is like how a character deck looks like. And this, for example, is for the chef. Rancid onion, herbs and spices, butcher. Yeah, okay. Very cool. Yeah, and that's how that works. Driver. So what do we have? We have driver, contractor, chef, beekeeper. These 4, but I think we have more. I think we have 6 or something like that, right? Do we have like 6? Let me open this up. I said I'm not gonna open all the cards, all the decks, but you know what? Now we already started. The Thief. Oh, very cool. Thief and the Thief is like a pretty big deck. And there are more monsters here. Oh, that's it. Oh no, driver. There must be one missing. I must have skipped one, but that is fine. And then here we have something else. What are these? These are like some larger cards. Oh, that's wonderful. Another size that I will not be able to sleeve. Oh man, like sleeving this game is not easy. These are the player aids. Day and night. Oh, these are the separators, right? These are the separators here for the different decks. So here we see chef, driver, contractor, thief, beekeeper. Okay, so there are only 5. I thought there were 6. Okay, then I just had it wrong in that I memorized it wrong. And here we have these are the apocalypses: wilderness, ice age, Norse tribe. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. And they have like some kind of track here. The other tribe, okay, marauder tribe, dieselpunk tribe. They're like tribes now. And this is like, oh, you see, this is like the symbol that we had on that one token. Simian tribe. Here, underground. Oh, just like I said, underground. That's funny. Plants. And that's it. Okay. And then here we have like the reference cards for the players. These are pretty cool because they are a little bit larger, which is like kind of bad to sleeve, but then I will not be able to sleeve those. But they look pretty good. Nice. So, and that's everything for the base game. So what I will do now is, I will just put like all of that in here. I will like take care of all of that later and see how I will combine everything. Oops. I will just check the rules, and if the rules don't tell me how to do it, I will just check the online forums, will check BGG, just kind of see how I can combine both games, because then I will like sleeve like all the rest. Unfortunately, not these scavenge cards, but that's something I will have to live with. And oh, there's this house. And what we will now also do is we will now take a look at the expansions. So we have 3 of them. Time Traveler. Then we have Allies of the Rupture, which looks like similar to like the 4 Apocalypses that we had in the other version, I think. And also the Fume Course. Like this is like actually another board game. And there's like some kind of tie in here. So let's take a look at these. Time Traveler. So we have like a mini rulebook for that here, right? With new missions actually, even. Okay, very cool. And then let's see. So we have that's 2. We actually have 2 minis in here. All right. So we have like one with a map here and one with like some kind of machine. Yeah, some kind of like maybe some kind of some kind of device. Very cool. These look nice. Like a time traveling device probably. And then we actually have new tiles. Very cool. Okay, I like that. Come on. There we go. Time pod, war bunker. Okay. Yeah. Nice. And then here we have new of these cards. We have like for the standees here, in case you want to use that. We of course have new dividers here, time traveler and fascist soldiers. All right. Very, very okay. That's like where the time traveling comes in. And then we have a new card here. So I guess we have a new a character deck, but also a new apocalypse deck. Very cool. So let's see. Yeah, we have the time traveler deck here. And time anomalies. That is like something that has to do with like the rules for the time traveler. Then here we have a new apocalypse deck, although that's a little short, a little small. I don't think it's like a whole deck. I think it's just cards that you can shuffle in to another deck. A little bit. It's not a whole lot. We have the Colonel, Trooper, and Enforcer here. Very cool artwork as usual. And then here is like the deck for the time traveler. Acoustic probe, dimensional pocket, spare parts, space candy. Okay, very good. All right, yeah, that works. Very cool. Looking forward to also checking that out. Oh man, there's so much I can discover here. So much stuff, which is pretty nice. Okay, then we have the next expansion. Let's take a look at, oops, you belong in here. You go back into your little cave here. There we go. Then we have Allies of the Rupture. Let's just see what we have in here. No miniature. That's good because we only have 3 spots, right, in that in that tray. So 2 here, and that means 1 miniature is also here. Okay, so we have new dividers, Rapture, and allies. Okay. Oh, it seems like we don't have a new character here. Oh, of course we don't. Otherwise, we would have a miniature. So are these all? Yeah, these are almost all boss cards. There are a few things here. Ah, these are for allies, right? And now, look at this. That is weird. And now we have mission cards again. So sometimes we have cards, and sometimes we have the booklet. That is really weird. Okay, so here we have like the horseman, angel, demon, all of these things. Actually, I just see now that this is the expansion I already have for the Legendary Edition. Oh, I got it twice now. Alright, then I need to see that I actually can give this to someone, because I already have all of this. Right? Because this is like an expansion where you have like more, you have like a new Apocalypse deck here. And this is why you have like these mission cards here, right? Because like the old game, like the Legendary Edition and the expansion had like mission cards and not booklets. This is the reason. So I guess you could also back this additionally in the new, in the latest crowdfunding campaign, and I got this as well because I purchased this off someone else who bought this and left it still packaged and shrink, right, and then sold it to me. So yeah, this expansion I can then gift or sell. And then with the Fume Cursed, looking forward to that because I'm a huge Western fan. So let's see. Alright, so yeah, we have like new missions in here. That works. We should have a new miniature as well. So here we have standees. We have some new tokens actually. Okay, very cool. And then let's see. Oh, this is a very loaded box. Alright, so first we have the miniature here. Ooh, that one is a cool one. The Gunslinger, or whatever it's called. Let's see. Oh no, Gunslinger already exists. This must be called something else. Maybe the Cursed? I don't know. We have loads of new tiles. Look at this. Ooh, nice. Ruins, Crow's Nest, Palenque, Eola Springs, Train Tracks, Cursed Ground, Gulch, and Gulch again. And these are, by the way, the numbers here in the top right. Right? Like for spawning monsters, which is what I talked about. And just like the Scavenge decks. So here, if you scavenge here, you can only draw from the green deck. Here from the blue deck only, red deck, and here you can draw from any deck, which is nice. Then we have the virus again. Dune Cursed Tribe, okay. Cursed Chaser. Cursed Chaser, that's how it's then called. Okay. And what we also have is new cards. So we will have new, we will have new apocalypses. Oh yeah, we have lots of stuff here. So we have, let's look at the apocalypses first. The unboxing is a lot longer than I thought it would be. So these are all monster cards. So we have bandits, so E, I don't know what E is. Enforcer, no, E is outlaws, I don't know what E is. Robber, border guard, okay, Comanches, Rattlers, okay. And then we have a second deck, Crows, F. Crows, Hangman, Alamo Soldiers, Unhallowed, Demons, Zombies, Raven Marker. Okay, very, very cool. And here are some bosses as well. Okay, Wendigo. Oh, very cool. Exciting. Very, very exciting. There's so much content. There's so much content. And there are some extra monsters here, just a few. Gunslinger. Oh, these are... Oh, there's a new card for the Gunslinger. Okay. And here are some new allies. Alrighty. Very nice. And then here we have the Curse Chaser deck. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we have a horse. And we also have that for the Gunslinger, I think. Yeah. Guns Blazing, Phantom Jacket, the twins. Like Guns Blazing and also Horse, these are the same for the Gunslinger. They actually have similar cards. Shotgun, Red's Hat, Treasure Hunter, Left Hook, Grim Reaper. Like, Left Hook is pretty cool, okay? Grim Reaper, Sprint, Cold Walker, Quick Draw, and Expert Tracker. Very, very cool. Yeah. So that is this expansion. Let me just take this one out. It's a little bit Not too much room in here, but let's put it like this. That works. All right. Yeah. And that concludes my unboxing of Maximum Apocalypse Wasted Wilds. That were including like the expansions, View and Course and Time Traveler, and also we have like Atlas of the Rupture, but that is, as I said, that's an expansion I already have. I didn't quite like know that. I thought like, okay, this is like something new for the new game, but I guess it isn't. Alright, so that concludes my unboxing of Maximum Apocalypse Wasted Wilds. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching and for sticking to the very end. And also, just to reiterate on that again, if you are able to sleeve the Scavenge cards and still put them in that tray, let me know how you do that, right? Maybe you have like a specific brand with like really tight fit sleeves, but they need to be matte sleeves, right? Because I sleeve everything with my matte Arcane Tinman sleeves. Alright, so as usual, I would like to thank you all for your support, especially want to give a shout out to my generous patrons. And a big thanks go out to Thagonal for supporting me at the highest tier. Thank you so much for that, I really appreciate it. You can support me as well by watching, liking, and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, support me on Patreon, and join my Discord server to hang out with me and my amazing community. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the very next video. Okay, everyone, stay safe and cheers.